Hello, this is Ruby and I'm showing you now the final thing of my Just Junk journal. It was a challenge set by Julie, and thank you very much for setting this challenge. I had such a laugh making this. Do you know, I haven't made something like this since I was a little one. You know, I last time would have probably had the Bay City Rollers cut out of Jackie or something like that, and it would have been made for, you know, secret club or something like that with your best friends. You know, it took me back and it was brilliant. The nostalgic value of making this was a riot. I loved it, and thank you so much for doing that. What am I going to use it for? Do you know what? I might use this for, well, I know I'm going to use this for cataloguing, collecting all my bits and pieces for little mixed media art journal. It's going to also be the art journal as well, and it's going to be my storage device. So let's start. I've undone it. Silly me. But anyway, pretend it's done up. Big old Amazon envelope there. Loads of lovely storage. I can keep really big focal points in there, and they're going to be, you know, I can get in there and it's not going to damage them, and I can just keep them in there. Marvellous. Don't have to undo it. If I haven't got time and I'm cutting up a magazine, straight in there. If I've got a napkin that I really like the texture of or the picture on, straight in there. Any found objects, you know, whatever. I've got a lovely big pocket there for it. Pretty bunny, and on the back I've got a pretty fox. Lovely. I couldn't wait for the glue to dry, so he got a little hole in his head, but there we go. Whatever, I covered that up. So you went further into my rubbish, and I've made a little closure out of some drink can pulls. There we go. And I used 2 brads because I was too impatient for the glue to dry, but had I waited, they would dry because I've used them further on inside, and you'll see that, and glue is sufficient. But right, I didn't use any acrylic paint. Do you know what? This was going to be just junk. So there's no stamps, no ink, no nothing. This was just going to be what was going in the bin. I set myself that challenge, so it was a little bit more than the challenge, but I just wanted to, I don't know, go back to being a kid. Hey ho, why not? So yeah, I made my own acrylic paint. We had a tin in the garage ready for going down the tip, and there was no paint in it. It was just, you know what, you got around the outsides and a little bit in the bottom, and it's gloopy thick stuff. So it was emulsion, magnolia. We'd done the boot room earlier, and so I put water in it, watered it down, and I put some white glue in it, and I've turned it into acrylic paint. Now this is the really diluted version right at the very end, because I could well, it knocked the image back, and I think it's really lovely, and it's created a beautiful texture. I digress. Inside the book. Right, so my Christmas card. Big old tuck spot there. Big old tuck spot. What have I got here? Hold on. Right, I got some more bits and pieces that I didn't use. You know, I got nice big wodger paper there. Got lovely big wodger cards there. I'll show you how big this tuck spot is. Look, if I haven't got time again to put stuff away and I just want it tidied away, straight up in there. Lovely, no problem. I cut up another little card there and just added it on. I thought it was pretty. Why not? Also big pocket there, big Amazon envelope pocket there. Fantastic. You know, focal points galore, little bits and stashed bits galore can go in here. I got a thing about the Northern Lights. Talking about knocking images back, that I used the technique that's on again, and that bit was the before and that bit's the after. You know, I really played in this. I loved it. So anyway, back in. Right, another Christmas card, just little bit pretty pictures out of magazines. This, I don't know, they spoke to me. I love little hedgehogs anyway, and I love blackbirds, watching them playing outside. So, pretty little Christmas card, a little bit of bling and sparkles. I love sparkles. So I made a little book there, is little tuck behind it. I used a ring pull there as a paper clip. So, you don't want books flippy flapping around, you know, so little paper clip. Brilliant. In this I've put all the window envelopes. All right, I've made them into a book because little picture of a flower in one. Sorry, we're out of frame a bit. Little picture of a flower in one. You can see what's in some pockets. I can put flowers, birds, trees, words, whatever little things I can put in there, and lovely, you know. As I say, I just glued it on, and it acts as a little paper clip, little tuck spot behind. Sorry, let's demonstrate. There we go. If you need it, probably don't, but you never know. And there we go. Tucks, keeps nice and closed. Right, one of the big Amazon folders. I used baked bean and soup tins here. Cut a little picture out, put it behind. I learned that from the beautiful Ava, the Bohemian crafter. If you haven't watched her, watch her. She's glorious. If you're feeling crap, watch her. It'll lift you. I swear, you'll be lifted. She's beautiful. And all I've done is you can even hold it closed like that. It's that strong, you know. So you can wrap it around in little patterns if you want, but there's no need. There's no need. I discovered there was absolutely no need. That is sufficient. So let's go inside. More pictures, because I really loved the gluing. I loved gluing. I hadn't realised how much I missed gluing, but there we go. Silly sausage, aren't I? So inside you've got these flippy flap bits there. You know what? I can turn that into my art piece one day. I can turn that piece into my... I can decorate this however I want, whenever I want. I can go over the top of things if I want. Oh, it's marvellous having this ability with all these interesting little bits in it. So anyway, I glued a Christmas card in here, and you're probably thinking, why the hell did she do that? Because, well, you got another tuck spot there for a start, but if I was to put these are cards from the country show that this is my village and country show every year. Fill it with produce, fill it with bakes, all sorts. Love it. I thought I could make it like a positivity deck or something with these. How marvellous would that be? I got loads of them, you know. But anyway, the idea is, if they start slipping out, I've got a card that keeps them in, and it'll keep them safe, you know. Another, you know, if there's a napkin I find or something I find, it's going to be safe and secure in there. Right, this is a little book I made out of a card, and I put the email, and not emails, you know, my old course notes, you know, that they were going down the tip, you know, brilliant. And I thought, in this one, how am I going to cover it up with the writing? You know, what am I going to do? So I painted it. No, that didn't work. So I glued something on it. And then I thought, well, what's the point of this? This is going to be an art journal. The whole point is my mixed media art journal. So the whole point is putting crap in and making it into something that I think is beautiful, you know. That's the beauty of this. You know, it's in the eye of the beholder. You know, some things work, some things don't. Go over the top of it if you don't like it, you know. But it gets it out of your system. You know, creativity is so much fun, and it's so healthy, you know, really healthy. So anyway, I might use this for making notes on what I want to make. I might not. I might stick stuff on this and make this as the journal, whatever. I might make notes on some pages. Some pages might be the finished work, You know, this is what I want to do on this page, and this is the page I've done it on. You know, endless. When I finished, I can just undo it, put more in, and I got another new one. Brilliant, you know. And pretty little card, makes me smile. There we go. It's lovely. So anyway, that's that one. That is the first signature. There we go. Then I got a paper bag doing my next signature. Right, okay, I've kept the handles on so I can open my pocket. Lovely wide pocket. In here, these were in the green bin, and I've picked a few out, and I've glued them so that they're lovely, firm, flexible, shiny. I can use these as focal points. I can maybe not. I don't know. There is a place to keep them all, and I can always embellish the book with them or do something with them. But you know what? They were going down the tip, so I've used them, and I can store them in here. Then I've got these bits of card and leaflets, and that's this section, this signature here. All right. This was the holiday brochure. I've stuck some of the emails on it, and then I thought, why are you trying to do that? This could be artwork, notes, finished item, maybe just a book of finished items. I don't know. I've painted some. This was the acrylic paint I made at the beginning, and it's stuck to that. I really love the Northern Lights. Excuse me. And then I was running out by there, as you can see. So then I got the really watery stage, you know, which I've already shown you for not getting images back. But yeah, I mean, that tin is clean now, and it can go off for recycling. Yeah, wonderful fun. Lovely texture, by the way. I can paint all over these. I can rip them up. You know, if I want to use this pocket here, I've still got envelopes I haven't used, cards I haven't used. If I want to rip them up into little pieces and use them as underpants, as the lovely Laurie Marie Jenkins. Oh, she's a little ray of sunshine as well. You know, if you haven't watched her channel, watch her. Her and the I don't know how you pronounce it, Know It Art. She's a lovely lady as well. I mean, her creativity, well, both of them, their level of creativity is exceptional. And so yeah, I mean, the inspiration. But anyway, I can keep the underpants or the backgrounds, you know, in there. Then I got a signature of all the wrappings, and a one big envelope in there. These can be torn out and used as underpants as well, or I can maybe create something on it. I don't know. But all of these signatures can be taken out and then refilled, you know, and because I've bound with bows, you know. I like to band with bows because I can chop and change, you know. So yeah, that's our third signature, and then I haven't done it up. The fourth signature is the other Amazon envelope, which I'd had to go to painting sometime in the dim and distant past when I was lap booking, and it didn't work. So I thought, well, that can be an art piece in itself, maybe, or, you know, as well as being a storage device for more pieces. So again, similar Bohemian crafting inspired closure, and just exactly the same as the other one, but just on this one I've started going over the words with bits of paper, the back of the old coursework notes. And then it was like, well, what's the point? Because maybe I was already starting to build them up so I could use them. I don't know. But anyway, they're all in there. And I thought, that's actually quite funny. That was a part of the coursework, recycling. I thought that was really rather apt. But yeah, what a wonderful way to repurpose. And what a wonderful storage device to make for my art journal. Exactly the same. Bit of torn. It's got a cut on it somewhere, which makes it unusable. A few bits of clothing tag. Maybe I can keep smaller items in this one. Again, there's a tuck behind it. But you can fold it any old how. It'll keep the stuff in. That's the point of it. So that's the point. It will keep it in. But yeah, thank you so much for getting me to do this. Like I say, it's been donkey's years since I made anything like this. I think it was Secret Clubs, and I think it was Bay City Rollers or the Osmonds or David Cassidy or someone out of Jackie and Look-In. I would have been gluing in my book. You know, Secret Clubs. Oh my goodness, it's taken me back to so much fun. There's room in here, as you can see, for more signatures. Obviously, as I use items, materials from it, and one expands here, this one will be decreasing, so there'll always be room in it. It might end up being just a storage device in the end, I don't know, but that's my purpose for it, that's my use for it. And do you know what? I think it looks really rather sweet sitting on my shelf. You know, if you're in a hurry, I've got storage in the front. If I've got enough time just to undo it and shove something in there, I can. But it's super cute, super cute. Bunny on the front, Foxy on the back, no subliminal messages there. Oh, a bit of distressing. Do you know what I used there? I'd finished a washing up sponge. It's, you know, I chuck them out every now and then, a couple of days. But this one, before it hit the bin, just scratched off, and it distressed it, you know. And I tried that technique there. So, you know, I'm going to be using that technique as well. And, well, what a laugh I had. Thank you, Julie. You rock. I mean, this is no oil painting. I mean, I've seen beautiful works of art produced, but this serves my purpose, and I loved every blinking minute. Every minute. Thank you. I'll speak to you later. Bye.